Lights cut, phones die. The polite argument in the living room vanishes into the hiss of a generator that never turns on. Some tool, in the truly consequential ones, keep working anyway. This video is not clickbait, it's a reality check. We're looking at 8 firearms so compact, so capable, or so technically advanced that lawmakers have moved to ban, restrict, or classify them out of common reach. These aren't gadgets for flexing on social media. They are tools that change the balance of a fight, reorder tactics, and force policymakers to choose between individual capability and public control. I'll tell you why each gun makes politicians nervous, what the real-world trade-offs are, and the practical details shooters need to know if they're ever near one. Barrel length, chamber, capacity, weight. I'll weave those specs into the story so you can hear what matters without getting lost. No hype, no hyperbole. Hard engineering, real performance, and the exact reasons people fear civilian access. If you want power, know what you're buying and why they tried to take it away. Let's dive. Number 1. Daniel Defense DDM4 PDW. Start with the one that's kept legislators awake. The Daniel Defense DDM4 PDW. This is a modern PDW built to deliver rifle performance in a package you can tuck into a coat. We're talking roughly a 7-inch barrel in the shortest configs, chambered in 5.56 NATO. Standard magazine capacities ranging from 30 rounds up, depending on jurisdiction, and an overall length under 21 inches, collapsed with unloaded weights often between 6.5 to 7.5 pounds, depending on furniture. What terrifies lawmakers isn't fashion, it's function. You get near-rifle ballistics with extreme concealability. Daniel Defense engineered a gas porting and muzzle system that maintains reliability and velocity even with the barrel shortened near pistol dimensions. That means surprising terminal performance out of a package that's easy to move and conceal. From a tactical perspective, the DDM4 PDW is a mission tool. Close quarters lethality and very short transition times. The flip side is physics. Short barrels create harsher muzzle blast and more pronounced flash, and the shortened gas system demands tight metallurgy and correct ammunition choices to avoid malfunctions. That's why the platform is expensive and why operators trust it. The metallurgy, gas tuning, and exacting QC are what make it safe and effective in trained hands. Regulators saw the combination of concealability, capacity, and rifle-level performance and reacted. It's legal in some states, restricted in others, and flat banned in many. If you handle one, respect muzzle signature, and run it with a trained armorer, you're playing at the edge of small arms engineering. That's incredible when it's in expert hands and frightening in untrained ones. The policy fights are about capability. Your judgment is whether you're up for the responsibility. Number 2, Kel-Tec KSG. Next, a shotgun that rewrote capacity rules. The Kel-Tec KSG is a bullpup pump-action shotgun that packs dual magazine tubes under the barrel, each tube typically holding 7 12-gauge rounds for a combined 14+1 capacity in a 26-inch overall package. Commonly built on an 18.5-inch barrel profile and weighing in the 7 to 9 pound neighborhood depending on configuration. What made legislators move was obvious on sight: 14 12-gauge rounds in a short maneuverable shotgun that can switch tubes on the fly. That's the kind of sustained close-quarter firepower most lawmakers assumed required long tubes or heavy racks. On the range, the KSG's strengths are immediate. Compact carry with massive capacity, selectable tubes to stage different loads, buckshot in one tube, slugs in another, and a balance that keeps the gun pointable during rapid transitions. The mechanical complexity, the feed system and tube selector, asks for practiced hands. A confused reload or a damaged follower is where the platform can let you down. Kel-Tec built innovation into constrained space, and the regulatory reaction followed. Where capacity is the axis of the rulebook, the KSG sits in the crosshairs. If you want a KSG, plan on intensive practice with the tube selector, maintain followers and springs, and favor reliable magazines and choke choices. It's a radical increase in shotgun capability, highly effective when mastered and unforgiving when misused. Number 3, FNP 90/PS90, FNPS-90 civilian variant. Now a different kind of lawmaker nightmare, the FNPS-90, consumer incarnation of the P90. The compact PDW concept with a horizontal bullpup magazine, think a 16.4-inch equivalent barrel housed in roughly a 26-inch overall footprint, chambered in 5.7 by 28 millimeters, and a game-changing top-mounted 50-round magazine. Unloaded weights sit near 6 to 7 pounds. What changed the conversation was ballistic capability, a small, high-velocity projectile designed to defeat soft armor at ranges that used to be the domain of intermediate rifle cartridges. You get high magazine capacity and extremely low recoil compared to a rifle, with a cartridge that retains remarkable penetration and exceptional accuracy out of a compact system. The policy response was predictable. A weapon that offers high capacity, low recoil, armor defeat in compact carriage unsettles regulators. The ammunition itself drew restrictions in some places. From a shooter's perspective, the PS90 is a marvel. Ergonomic, ambidextrous, and absurdly controllable during high-volume fire. The downsides are logistics, ammo cost and availability, and optics mounting quirks because the top rail sits atypically high. If you value controllable, high-capacity, armor-penetrating performance in a compact PDW form factor, the PS90 represents next-gen capability and exactly why it has been controversial in legislative debates. Number 4. Kel-Tec KS-12T/Saiga. Derived mag-fed shotguns, moving back to 12-gauge, but mag-fed and military tough. The KS-12T and Saiga-derived designs that brought AK reliability to shotgun power. Expect an 18 to 20-inch barrel, 12-gauge chambering, detachable mags from 5 to 20-plus rounds, 20 drums exist, and loaded weights typically in the 7 to 9-pound band. These are the AK and 12-gauge workhorses, gas-operated, forgiving, and durable. Why the panic? You combine magazine-fed speed with shotgun terminal effects. That's a force multiplier in close fights. Magazines allow fast reloads and sustained fire, and the AK lineage means you can keep firing through mud, sand, and neglect. Lawmakers saw a capability that scales from sporting use to tactical suppression and, well, reacted. Several jurisdictions restricted imports or enacted bans when political pressure turned on magazine capacities. If you operate one, focus on magazine maintenance. Feed lips and followers are the weak points after heavy use. Pattern buckets, test reliability with the loads you plan to use, and keep spare stock of magazines. These guns give you sustained shotgun fire with the logistical advantages of box magazines. A tactical leap, and the reason they sit near the top of controversial lists. Number 5. IWI Taver X95 Bullpup Rifle. Now a rifle that rewrites geometry, the IWI Taver X95. Full-rated 5.56 NATO performance in a bullpup package. A standard 18.5-inch barrel, delivering regular rifle ballistics in a 26-inch. Overall length, weighing about 7 to 8 pounds depending on setup. The X95's compactness and proven combat pedigree make it a favorite of modern militaries. Shorter overall length plus full ballistics, that breaks the assumptions many legislators made about trade-offs between compactness and power. Operators love the Taver's handling. The center of gravity is rearward, making pointability and target transitions notably faster than many traditional rifles. The quick-change barrel and modularity mean you can configure it for different theaters without losing core performance. Lawmakers who focus on appearance sometimes misinterpret bullpups as weapons too close to a pistol despite their full rifle performance, and that disconnect created controversy in several states. For shooters, the Taver is largely mature. Train for the different manual of arms, pay attention to. Ejection side for left-handed shooters and favor quality optics mounts to exploit its shortened sight radius. The X95 demonstrates why a design solving an ergonomic problem can also force political reaction, full rifle capability in a package that's simply easier to maneuver. Number 6. CZ Scorpion Evo 3S1. Next, a pistol caliber carbine that blurred the line between military grade and civilian, the CZ. Scorpion Evo 3S1, compact in folded stock configurations and lightweight. Expect an overall. Length near 25 to 33 inches, depending on stock and barrel options. Chambered in 9mm and running 20 to 30 round mags, commonly with unloaded weight about 5 to 6 pounds. It's quiet in recoil and brutally precise for a PCC. The delayed blowback and contemporary ergonomics produce controllability and accuracy that surprise traditionalists. This platform's military and police adoption across multiple countries gave it a reputation that made some lawmakers nervous. When add-ons and magazine capacities let it behave like a submachine gun in civilian hands, people push for restriction. The Evo's virtues are real. Low recoil, fast follow-ups, high accuracy at practical engagement ranges, and modularity. This caveat is that some variants and aftermarket configurations approach what regulators associate with military use, hence the policy attention. If you choose one, invest in good magazines and attention to trigger control for rapid strings. PCCs like the Scorpion are the modern answer to close quarters efficiency, and they're legislative. Scrutiny is the natural response to capability, especially when export-grade engineering meets civilian availability. Number 7, Kalashnikov KP9 US-made Kalashnikov PCC, a legitimate AK heritage. PCC, the KP9 captures the durability and longevity of a Kalashnikov. Designed in a 9mm carbine, expect roughly a 9 to 10-inch barrel in compact variants, chambered in 9mm with standard magazines of 20 to 30 rounds and weights around 7 to 9 pounds when configured. For braces or stocks, where the KP9 distinguishes is in its operating system, gas-operated. Rotating bolt in a world of blowback PCCs, and that brings AK-style feeding reliability to the shooter who needs dependable performance across ammo types and environmental conditions. Why the policy heat? Durability plus compatibility equals a platform that lasts and performs with little fuss. For those who value survivability and parts longevity, the KP9 is a sensible, long-term investment. For those who regulate on the axis of perceived military traits, it sits squarely in the target zone. If you adopt a KP9, practice maintenance. The benefits come from solid metallurgy and correct parts care. Expect an intuitive manual of arms if you've trained on AK patterns. And if you're using a brace or stock setup, be mindful of local definitions. Legality here depends on configuration details. Number 8, Ruger 1022 Charger brace-equipped short carbine. Finished with a deceptively small but politically symbolic platform. The Ruger 1022 Charger, configured with an arm brace. Barrel lengths of 10 inches and overall lengths under 20 inches in. Brace pistol forms give you a compact package, chambered in .22 LR. Magazine capacities, ranging from 10 to 50 rounds, drums and extended options exist, and weights near 3 to 4 pounds. The Charger itself is a clinical trainer, a light shooter with manageable recoil. But when you combine reliability, high-cap magazines, and a brace that adds rifle-like stability, you get a tool capable of better-than-expected precision and sustained fire for a small package. Lawmakers debated these configurations because they allowed rifle-like performance without the paperwork of NFA items. Small-bore ballistics still deliver defensive utility in capable hands, and the low cost makes training and practice broadly accessible, which itself triggers political attention. The pragmatic view. The 1022 Charger is a brilliant trainer and fun range toy that can be pushed into surprising roles when paired with high-capacity magazines and modern optics. If you run one, understand ammo choice. Rimfire reliability is load-sensitive, and treat drum mags and extended feeds as consumable logistics. The Charger is a lesson in how small changes to configuration can flip a firearm from plinker to policy headache. Capability creates responsibility. These 8 platforms sit at the intersection of engineering and Policy because they change what a single person can do with a single weapon. Some are compact, some are high capacity, and some simply combine features in ways that upset existing. Rules: if a firearm you like appears on a banned or restricted list, understand why. Not because of fear-mongering, but because of capability. And capability forces trade-offs. Train deliberately, maintain ruthlessly, choose parts ecosystems you can service, and practice with the exact loads you intend to carry. When you see a gun that makes lawmakers nervous, treat that as a prompt to ask serious questions about logistics, responsibility, and long-term. Access. If this breakdown helped you, like, share, and subscribe for more hard, honest gear. Analysis. Drop a comment. Which of these 8 do you want to tear down on next? We'll take it to the range with the right experts and the right precautions. Stay sharp, stay legal, stay ready.